You don't get to life by believing harder. You get it by becoming a man who doesn't complain when he needs to get shit done. You need to start working on yourself every single day. The small things matter. Small things that you think that don't stack up, they stack up the most. You think having a big goal will get you somewhere. It actually will not, because having that big goal or achieving that big goal, there is a higher chance that you're going to start doing it and feel unmotivated one day and will not do it and just lose all the progress immediately. But if you're going to start with small wins, small steps, you're going to achieve a lot more than you thought you would ever will. Those big wins that you're trying to get, they're going to drop you exactly where you started. No real progress. That's why it's always important to start off your morning with a small win. I think for personally for myself, it's always to clear the bed. Always have it clean, neat when I wake up, not ruined or the way I left it when I woke up. Always clean. You brush your teeth. You do the small thing, the small wins that actually most people don't even do. So you already start off the day better than most people. We must push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. That is the only way where real growth happens. We all know when you go to the gym, you train your muscles, you tear them apart while you're lifting, which would count as training them till failure, and then they grow because you push yourself outside the comfort zone. You do not stop lifting weights when it starts to feel a bit discomfort. You keep on going until you're done, until your reps and specific weight is done properly so they can rest at home and heal as well. But that takes training your body to the absolute limit. Comfort never grows you. It only destroys what you have. Every single day you need to start doing something uncomfortable. All the time. At least one thing. You need to push yourself outside of the comfort zone. Because every single small win, every single small thing you want to do, it requires some kind of sacrifice. And if you stay in your comfort zone, you're going to stay there and not improve. You need to push yourself through. Gym would be one thing, but what about other things? Only going to the gym is not going to make your life better or not going to make you your living. You need to focus on the thing that you want to do and push it also. In the gym, we learned if we train harder, we're also going to get better results. Same goes about everything else. The more you put in, the more you get out. That is the easiest formula I could ever give it to you. So, what should be your non negotiable standards? One of them should be always waking up early. I know I have met a lot of people who work at nights, who like to work later hours. There's a reason why it's so important to wake up early. That moment of silence you get to the morning to yourself, that extra hour you wake up earlier before you should or before you should go to bed or before you will go to work, it's going to be crucial for you because you get that one extra hour to yourself to do the small things, to wake yourself up, to have that moment with yourself. You should always wake up early. And I'm not saying wake up at 3, 4 a.m., waking up at 6 a.m., waking up at 5 a.m. if you can. 7 a.m. even is good. You need to stack up those small wins. That will be the first crucial win you'll have when you wake up, when you follow your discipline instead of motivation. Motivation lies, standards don't. So follow the standards and not the motivation. Someday you will try to wake up earlier, some days you will not. But if you're not motivated but just follow the typical routine, the standard is going to show much better progress than motivation will ever will. Motivation comes and goes, but standards stay forever. If your week doesn't prove your standards, they're just words. You need to have a structured week plan. Every single day is a must win day. We go and we win. We don't win by getting some kind of trophy every single time. The trophy comes really rarely, if I'm being honest. But if you put in the hours, you're getting yourself closer, closer, and closer to this final step. As an example, we all have seen those files when they download on computer. They see 1, 2, 3% slowly, sometimes goes faster, sometimes goes slower. Life is just like that. You keep on going towards your goal and it slows more and more and more. Sometimes you reach your goal faster, sometimes slower. Sometimes knowing specific skill you learn from a different thing helps your thing that you want right now. All of them are connected in some way or another. You just need to stay consistent about it. That's why I always say have consistency and not motivation. It will not get you far. I can easily say who are you going to be becoming off your weekly schedule, off that Google file that you have in your phone, off the calendar. I can easily tell who are you going to be becoming easily by that. If you have a full calendar, I already know you're hitting your goals and you're doing them. Because when the notification hits of you need to work, you do it. It takes discipline, it takes courage to do it. But if you have nothing planned in your calendar, it looks like you're not doing nothing about yourself. Every single person on the high level, they have a calendar. They have their Google calendar and they follow it because every single minute, every single hour is being wasted on a good thing. They're not wasting it on their phones, they're not wasting on something else. But you need to make sure your calendar also is as full as possible. The less free space you have, the better it looks. At the beginning, I know it's going to be very hard to actually do those goals. But when you slowly build your discipline, you're going to get to the spot you're trying to go. Stop asking, are you motivated? Start raising your standards. Alex Hermosi said, no life worth living where you want to achieve something is healthy. You just have to make sure that when you wake up and you sacrifice your health, it's towards something that is actually worth it. Decide who you want to become and who are you becoming by setting 3 high standard goals every single week. Not something that you could achieve maybe in 10 years, but something that you can achieve this week. Those weekly goals stack up and take you to the bigger one you want at the end. Not when it's easy, nor when it's simple. Your life will slowly match the man you're trying to become. The life is going to slowly match the man you're trying to be. And the life is going to slowly match the man you're trying to be.